Got it going?
Yeah, it's going.
Okay, we're here with Rex Sharp, the head athletic trainer at Mizzou. First off, we'd like to ask you, what organization do you lead?
What organization do I lead?
Yes.
I lead the athletic healthcare organization here at the University of Missouri.
What types of services are provided?
Well, the three basic functions of athletic healthcare are injury prevention, and that encompasses a number of things. Everything from protective taping of ankles to weight training to good nutrition, hydration, all of those aspects in terms of injury prevention, and then injury management, which is injury treatment, and managing various injuries that we see in athletics. And then the last phase are what I consider to be one of the more important is injury rehabilitation. So those are the three primary functions of athletic healthcare.
Okay. How many employees are there?
Well, I was just talking to another group about this, but when I started here in 1996, took over this program, we had 4 athletic trainers and 8 students. And now we have 20 athletic trainers and 57 students. So it's grown quite a bit. Yes.
How would you say that you all handle conflict in the workplace whenever it arises?
Well, we try to prevent conflict just like we do injury prevention. No, I'm just well, we do, but I think the biggest thing with any managing anything is communication. And so what I have done here over the years, first of all, as I've hired staff, I have recruited them to fit my personality, and kind of form a bond, a team, if you will. So I have told countless number of people that if you can't come in here, all of us are certified athletic trainers. Everybody here is very, very, very well qualified. In fact, much more so than I am probably in terms of their technical skills as an athletic trainer. But if you can't come here and get along with the people that I have on this staff, I'm not going to hire you. So in other words, it's very, very important to me to have a team, and I think we do. Now, inevitably, there are going to be some conflicts, inevitably. So what we try to do is make sure we work through communication. We have bi-weekly staff meetings, more frequently if needed. I think honestly, in my 19 years here, I think we really only ever had one issue that was, and we ended up resolving it, but one thing at 19 years, because we communicate so well.
Okay. Kind of along those lines with things, I guess the one issues that came up, or what personally are some obstacles that you face throughout your career that require leadership skills to successfully overcome? Is there any specific one that you may be able to think of?
We had about 9 years ago, we had a student athlete death here. It's a traumatic thing for a lot of people, and it required a lot from a lot of people to get through that. It required a lot of people to in terms of support of one another, and I think that in terms of leadership, you believe in what you're doing, and you continue to persevere and to work hard, and so I think that helps to overcome a lot of conflict or issues. Just being strong.
What are some of your strengths as a leader?
Well, I think that I have a good sense of humor. I work hard, have good work ethic. I think I'm reasonably smart, and I think that I've learned over the years how to manage people. And I think those are things that are very, very important. You can't treat everybody the same. You can't do that because everybody's got their individual variations of personality or work ethic. But if you can demonstrate strong work ethic yourself as a leader, people look and understand you're leading by example.
What measures do you take to ensure a comfortable professional environment?
I think it's, and one thing we do, we have a pretty good time here. We like to incorporate a lot of humor, appropriate, hopefully, appropriate sense of humor. That's my style. I'm very relatively laid back. I'm not real demanding, but I think that overall sense of humor is usually the tone of this area here.
Okay. And then, what kind of type of team building exercises do you do?
Well, we have one of the things that we started doing a few years ago. This is probably 8 years ago now, and it's our primary team building thing that we do is we have at the beginning of each year, before any student athletes are here, we have an orientation for the staff. And part of that orientation is we load up in a van, or a bunch of vans, and we go on a float trip. And that has become legendary, frankly, around the state. Going on a float trip with this group. The other thing that we do that's really been a lot of fun for us is right around the holidays we have a Christmas card. And every year I have selected a theme. Last year it happened to be a rap theme, so we all dressed up as thugs and gangsters, and we had this Christmas card, and we send it out, everywhere in the country. And that we have people in the country who look forward to receiving that card every year because they never really know what we're going to do next. And I haven't yet decided what we're going to do this year either. But just things like that. I mean, those are all team building activities. And another thing that we started doing, or I did back in '97, is tailgating after football games, home games, because we can't tailgate before because we're all busy. But we all, nearly the entire staff and their families, at the end of a home game, providing we haven't had anybody get significantly injured, we meet out at Michael Carr, which is on the south end, and we have a tailgate. And it's just, 7 times a year, just another reason to get together and in a non-work environment and have a good time together.
Awesome. And then a final question, what advice would you offer to students who aspire to become successful leaders?
Well, I think, it'd probably be different than me. No, I think study, pick a mentor who you think is someone who is a good leader, and try to pattern your behavior or your development after that particular individual. I think I did. We all have role models. I was very fortunate to grow up in this profession with some really good ones. I may not be exactly like them, but maybe I took a little bit from everybody that I was around, and I think that's one way to develop into being a good leader.
Awesome. You guys have any other questions? All right.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
All right.